Somebody, you've allowed your job, you've allowed your friends, you've allowed people to hinder you from having the joy of this life. You've allowed words of people that don't mean nothing to you, y'all. I come to say this to you. You need to start stealing away and spend private time with God. And you'll discover that God will guide you. God will direct your steps. Is there anybody that can testify that God directs the steps of a righteous person? That God will keep your mind in perfect peace. You gotta know that God is always with you. Your Father is an example that He's able to knock down any of your enemies. One writer said, is there anything too hard for our God? And so I don't know what teenager I'm talking to, I don't know what college person I'm talking to, I don't know what high school person I'm talking to, but don't you go off of the way things look, you go off of what you know. Wait and trust in the Lord. And God will bring you through. If you can see that, give God a hand of praise for this morning. Give God a better praise than that. My word to this congregation today, understand this. Pick up greater habits. Habits to pray more. Habits to seek God. They used to tell me when I first started preaching, they said, it's a lonely walk. That people ain't going to be with you because nobody going to be with preachers. And I had to tell somebody one time, it ain't long. It ain't long. Why? Because God always put the right people in your life. In the right time. Some people may come, some people may go. But whatever God plans is there to help you prosper. Amen. And so I come to tell somebody, don't you worry about what's against you. You start thinking about what's. There's greater working for you than working against you. So you have to encourage yourself. Don't worship an idol God. Don't make your job a God. Don't make your car a God. Don't make your house a God. I was talking with Rob Brooks, and me and Rob Brooks prayed together, and Rob had been doing some traveling. His mother had been sick, and he had been traveling back and forth to Detroit, and before his mother wanted to be the Lord. And I used to say, Rob, I really wish you in church, man. You need to get back in it. And I said, man, we left the church. One day he stopped and said, Reverend, listen, let me tell you something. I said, what? He said, I ain't gonna let nothing separate me from the house of God. You know what I just said? And you got to think in your mind that I ain't gonna let nothing make me stop going to God's house. God's house gives me the strength to make it through every day. I was in the Bible class on Wednesday, Gene Gillespie, that when Ricky was small, he went to Madison school down there, and I would pick him up and I would take him home. And Ricky had the tendency of being a backseat driver. He kept telling me, you're going the wrong way. You're going the wrong way. And every day he would tell me that. And one day I was frustrated. He was telling me I'm going the wrong way because his feet can't even touch the paddle. He barely can walk. But every day when I picked him up after school, I had to give him a snack. And after I got him a snack, he kept telling me I'm going the wrong way. One day when he told me that, I said, okay, you tell me how to get home since you know so much. I know I'm smarter than him. I know I was older than him. I said, you tell me how to get home. You know what Ricky had to never say? He said, Daddy, take me to the church. I can tell you how to get home. This place is a place to tell you how to make it home. Don't you ever stop coming to God's house. If you ever stop bringing your kids to God's house, I hear people say, it's at 11 o'clock crowd, it's at 11 o'clock. The 11 o'clock crowd is at 8 o'clock crowd. 8 o'clock crowd ain't many kids at 8 o'clock. Most kids that come to 8 o'clock, they already in shock because they had to get up so early, and so they just sat in their seat. Parents don't have to say nothing, but at 11 o'clock, we're going to have some kids that's going to move. If too much movement here with you, with kids, maybe you come 8 o'clock. But the 11 o'clock crowd, look around, ain't nothing but young folk. So they going to move. They going to walk. At times, the ushers going to have to put them in check. But they never mean no harm because they keep in order. But let me tell you something about a kid that played in church. Let's be honest. How many of y'all played in church and now you're in church? Huh? I see you, toes. Huh? Hey, that's how we learn how to be what God called us to be, amen? We learn by watching other people in church. And we would mimic them at home, amen? But that's why we're here now. That's how you became part of a musician. Because you start playing the keys when anybody looking. I preached at the end of my mom and dad's dresser because I wanted to be a preacher. And then I said I'd never be a preacher, but then God called me to be a preacher. Why? Because God used people that trust Him. Mark Harmon, God's hand is on your life. Everybody in here, you're making a difference every day in this community. Your tithes and your offering, your giving Wednesday, your giving in Sunday school and in youth church, you're helping somebody else's life grow. If you're not a giver, then you're a taker. What is our mission statement? If you didn't know that, that shows that you're far away from the church that you attend. Our mission statement is to change people's lives, to encourage people, to meet people where they're at and help them go further. I used to say, Reverend, I'm going through myself. You'd be surprised if you start praising God in your storm, then God can bless you in your storm. The enemy want us to be afraid to move forward. You can't be afraid. I got my degree from Bethel College. I thank God for Bethel College. When I went to Bethel College to sign up for school, I wanted to go to Booty College, but couldn't afford to hit the highway every day to go to Booty College. So when I finally made up my mind to go to Bethel College, I had to take a pre-test. And y'all remember the pre-test you had to take in college? I was scared to death. Put me in a little room, the lights were real low, and told me to take a test. I took a test, and I knew I was smarter than the questions. But the enemy kept telling me, you're too old now to go back to school. But then the Holy Spirit says, you're here because I brought you here. And the moment I'm about to open the door for you, you start letting the enemy start telling you, you're not smart enough. You can't do it. I wouldn't place you here if you couldn't do it. Are you hear what I'm saying? I stuck to the course. I graduated. Now I'm a trustee at Bethel College. Writing things. Matter of fact, it's no longer called Bethel College. Did y'all know that? They changed the name, y'all. It's called Bethel University. It's changed because it's grown in leaps and bounds, y'all. But why? Because I trusted God to use me. If you trust God, God can use you. Do y'all remember when Darius Gardner first came to this church? Darius Gardner, when he first came to this church, don't raise your hand, Darius, let me see you up. Darius Gardner, you would never know he's in the room. He played the piano. Play it. Just touch it. Don't even make no noise. That's how loud he played. You can hear Darius play. Ain't no jokes, that's the truth. But once Darius started trusting the word of God, he became a praise leader. He became a worshiper. God changed his life. Why? Because he let go and let God. Hey, never forget when Derek Gardner began to grow in the Word of God. Derek was an ultimate salesman and got laid off. And Derek learned how to pray. Anybody heard Derek pray? Can't Derek pray, y'all? But he didn't know how to pray until he was laid off. It's through the storms of life that God starts perfecting you to do the work that God has called you to do. Don't you ever look at your crisis and curse what you're going through. Nobody can come through like you can come through because God knows that you can come through. It's already been preordained that you're going to overcome that crisis. You got to what? Trust God. You believe that? Let's stand and give God a hand of praise. Come on, let's stand and give God a hand of praise. Somebody say, I'm a conqueror.
I'm a conqueror.
Somebody say, I got strength.
I got strength.
Somebody say, I'm not scared.
I'm not scared.
I will.
I will.
Be what God ordained me to be. Give God a hand of praise. Come on. Come on. Hey, come on. There's nothing better than knowing Jesus. Hey, I will. You ought to know him. God. My. Is your daughter? That's your husband? You bless me. Y'all give me a hand, man. Walk to my room. That's kind of good. Gifts to God's house to be blessed. It's always great. Y'all, that's a sign of what? So we thank you guys. Welcome, welcome. Amen. Come here, Tommy. You guys walk. No, that's no, you want that. Yeah. Okay. Come on, Jackie. You guys want to follow Tommy Lee. Make sure you don't ask for no money. Thank you. Rob, Jackie, you want to go with them? What's up, my brother Timothy? Sisters.
Then I took it from him, and I looked at it, I gave it back to him.
It doesn't pay for her father.
What's her bank card? I don't know. Look for it. No.
God, we just come to the breath right now. We thank you for this. We thank you, Lord. Sisters, I thank you that you're giving us on this morning. I thank you for all the children, Father God. Father God, they had a chance to see things that they had to trust you in, Father God. They had to trust you to be a healer of their father, Father God. I pray you give them peace and that you comfort them, Father God. I pray that they begin to just trust what's unseen yet, Father God. Believe that you also got not that you were told, Father God. I pray that you would be one, that he'll be one that's speaking to the life of his wife and to his sister-in-law, Father God. That he brings word of encouragement and be there by their side every step of the way. So I thank you now for the
stepping
word
away.
that'll guard them, that'll keep them, that'll strengthen them, Lord, that'll restore them, Father God. I pray that they begin to remember the good things, Father God. Don't allow the enemy to make them think in fear and doubt, Lord. But let them trust, Lord, believing that you're still God and you're able to do exceedingly and abundantly great things, Father God. We don't always understand how you move, but we trust that whatever you do is designed to make us better. It's in Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Who says this?
It's my fault.
Be real evangelist. Say, Tanner, we love you. We love you. Shamani, you, Sharon, okay. Hey, we love you guys. Just trust God in it. You have to, that's private with you guys.